All right, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. And I wanted to show you guys um, something real quick. So, above the rim basketball, if you go on the Delphi page, if you look up here, and you can actually find the Delphi page. Let me pull this up real quick. If you go to above the rim basketball, the Delphi page is right here. It's linked to find it. Once you get there, you will see the logos and team packs and tournaments right here to get your logos right there. Sly Bell, who is a genius and who's made logos and stuff for everything, um, has them there. All right. The second thing is the cool thing about the game. I mean, there's a lot of cool things with the game is if you want to find where the stuff goes, you click right here, and that will take you to the folder where all the stuff is. Okay. When I click on this real quick, it goes right to that folder where you have the college pictures. All right, that's cool. Next thing is the courts. All right, so if you go to Wolverine Studios, let me find it. Wolverine Studios.com. Okay, they have college basketball games, management games, really cool games. Check them out. Um, where you basically build your dynasty. You can have you can bring in real players, but it's a management game. It's kind of like out of the park baseball. It's the idea of your simulation stuff. All right. If you go to community here in the form, um, and it's verifying me, and you go to mods, you'll see all these college basketball mods, and you're looking for um, courts. Okay, there's all kinds of courts on here and so forth to kind of go through and do those things. Okay, there's mods here you can download and so forth. You don't really need the game. There's court updates here. These are courts right here you can download. Okay, you can save them. Going through Oklahoma. Um, I mean, look at the form. You can find these things here. These are all well done. Once again, I'm always impressed by all the community members in these games who make these courts up, make them look so good. I need the courts. I need the logos, all this stuff. You can see right here. All kinds of stuff you can find. Now, listen, a lot of these games too are from the 80s, like the seasons. And so you might be looking for historical 80s seasons, which I understand. They may be tougher to find. I'm not sure, but at least you can get some courts on there. Um, you have to save them. So if I'm going to save real quick, let me pick out one here. And of course, the later version of this game, they have the court a little bit different, where it's let me do Syracuse real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. It's already in JPG format, which is cool. Okay. Um, and you can save this as you can create your own little folder here. So let's just do this. New folder. In my documents, I'm going to do courts. And it's Syracuse space orange. Doing that like that. And you kind of save these through here. Now, if you look, I've got a Syracuse orange court right here. but it's from the newer version of Wolverine Studios where they have the rims up here. Now you don't get to see the hoops here in this. I kind of like this Syracuse orange court better. Um, and these are all the courts I downloaded from Wolverine Studios here, but these are all the newer version of the game has the courts. So I'm going to go back in here to my documents real quick, and let me go find my folder. Did I do pictures here? I got all these mods in here. I gotta find. So you can find the courts thing. So here's my courts thing here. So I got Syracuse here, and I'm gonna go ahead and just copy that, move it over here, and replace it. Replace it. I like how that looks better. You'll see here, this court here is a court that I got from the PC Replay Basketball, and it's a New York Knicks court from the 80s. Now, if you watched old Big East tournament basketball, when they played the Big East tournament at Madison Square Garden, they did not like change the court up. They used the court that the Knicks used. And so this is kind of the court that they used the Big East tournament. So I had that there. I had it labeled Georgetown Hoyas for now because I was playing a little Syracuse Georgetown game in there. So let's take a look how this looks now on this game. So we got it in here real quick. I'm going to go to play a little game. I'm going to play an exhibition game real quick. We're going to make, we'll do the 83 84 team pack. I haven't done the logos yet. I have not done the logos yet. I'm doing that next. So we're going to go Syracuse, and they're going to play Georgetown. Boom. Create the exhibition. We're going to load the season up. Syracuse is at home. Let's play it. Syracuse is the home team. To the game. And there's the court. And really, there's so much information on this game that the court you really don't get to see that much. Now, the one thing you'll look at too is that court has the ACC on it too, which is kind of, you might want to go back and find a mod in Wolverine Studios that is from earlier times. So we might do that real quick. So I just realized that too. I don't want the Syracuse court, the ACC on there because that ruins my Big East vibe. So if I want to go back here a little bit more and find mods, we could go back to find. It goes back to 2016. Um, and here's some courts here. Now, whether or not these still work is another question. Oh, it's deleted. So that's the other issue too. So you can kind of mess around a little bit with that. Um, let me go back to this other court I had. So there's different ways to kind of get around those things and find different courts. Let me go back into here and look at my Wolverine Studios thing. But that's one source you can do, and it won't be perfect because of that. Let me go back and look at that Syracuse one. So here's Syracuse again. I like that court better. I like that court better. So we're going to go ahead and use that court. We're going to copy it. and paste it over here to our above the rim. We're going to delete that. The file's in use. Let me get out of here real quick. So I'm going to paste this in here real quick, make this Syracuse orange, rename it. And you don't have the ACC on there. Um, but once again, the game, when you play the game, when you play the game, there it is. That's the court I have now. You don't really get to see the whole lot of the court. I mean, if I jump ball here and you're playing around, you see the cards. But just, I like having the court in the background there somewhere too. The logos are most important. I'm going to download those next real quick and put those in. Um, Let me get over here to Sly's thing. We'll do this together. So we'll get this together here. The courts. There's the logos. We're going to download these bad boys. And here are all the logos here. Now I think they got to be in JPG format though, I think. JPEG. Um, Let me see some real quick. We'll just do a little ATR folder real quick. There they all are. And let's just see if this works. Let's just see if this works. And I think you have to, you may have to rename these two. So we'll see. Let's do a little Syracuse. Let's go back and take a look. I think they got to be in. All right, that's work. So that's fine. They popped up right there, and Georgetown popped up too. So that was cool. Um, yes, I didn't even put the Syracuse orange in there. So if you just copy and paste them all, good job by Slybell. Good job by Slybell. But it's pretty cool. The game looks a lot better just like that. I mean, immediately looks a lot better with the logos in there, the court in the background. I mean, yes, 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 yes. So it's kind of. I know it's a long video, guys, and I apologize. And I'm far not an expert on this stuff either. But I wanted to show that off real quick. I know that the game has come out the past day or two, and I'm enjoying the game. I'm loving the game. But just some help for those of you who are worse off than I am when it comes to technology and putting these logos in and courts in to kind of give you one way to do it. And that's one way too, utilizing Wolverine Studios, utilizing the Delphi forums. I'm sure people will post more courts up in the Delphi forums. And once again, that link is on the game. If I go ahead and get out of here real quick, the Delphi link, when I pull out of here, is right here. And so the discussion forum. So I'm sure people will start posting courts up there too from the 80s and so forth. But if you want your courts right now, that's one way to get them. Do your logos right now. That's one way of getting them too. So check that out, guys, and enjoy playing. Enjoy playing it. This is a great game. I'm having a blast. Bye, guys.